Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Very good. Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Gurudev Maharaj ki Jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone. I think already it's on your meeting. Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone in today's session. Today is the second session, and we have started this session especially for kids. So we are doing a bit of background overview of Bhagavad Gita. It's a bit of background before we'll get to the overview. Overview is when we will go and we will see what's there in Bhagavad Gita. Before we move forward, what we'll do, we do a prayer, which we always do. So those who are live or those who are here, feel free to join me in this prayer. This is the prayer what we call Mangla Charan. Mangla is auspicious, Charan is the lotus feet of the Lord Krishna. Right? Do we touch the feet of our parents? We should in the morning. If we don't, always when I'm there with my parents, I always touch their feet. In Indian culture, whenever we see anyone who is elder than us, we touch the feet, we get a lot of blessings, right? This is a similar way. What we're doing, parnam, we're paying obeisances, we're saying thank you to our teachers and the Lord. So we will do the Mangala Charan and either join me or observe, so you can join next time. But we are going to follow what it says there. अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्. वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवंश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथवितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सवादूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवम् श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखावितंश्च. हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमस्तुते. तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये. वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामने. नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशितारिणे. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Gurudev Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam, Hare Krishna. Welcome everyone in today's session again. Do you know why we raise the hands? Have you ever seen anyone raising the hands like this? Yeah. Okay, you go first, then Shivani. When did you?
So in a temple in India, they do it.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, positive, positive. Anywhere else have you seen it? What does this mean? Why do people raise their hands? Have you if you think if somebody will come to you and put a pistol on you or a knife on you, what will you do? Do we do this? Why do we do that? To surrender yourself. That's the term, to surrender. So we said to surrender. We will do whatever you say. Don't hurt us. And that's the reason devotees, when they are in the temple, they raise their hands. And this is the expression of surrender. You bow down, you touch the feet of the, but when you're in the temple, right at the front of the Lord, you raise your hands. The Lord, I totally surrender to you, which means we accept that whatever we do it because of the Lord. Right? There is a story. We do a lot of stories. If you remember any story you would like to share, then great. Otherwise, when you will go home for the whole week, find the stories which you can bring back next Sunday. Right. So one of the stories, one guy, he was there and he was very hungry. You know, because I'm vegetarian, when vegetarian people travel, they look for the places where they can find vegetarian food. And there are some places on the planet where it's really, really hard to find vegetarian food. And then there was a person who was looking for the vegetarian food, vegetarian restaurant. He was going left, right, wherever he will see everywhere meat, non-veg. No, God, I will go hungry today if I will not find vegetarian food shop, restaurant today. And he was just praying to the Lord. And then as soon as he turned, right, he saw a vegetarian shop. What he should have said? He should have said, thank you, God. I was waiting. I requested you and you showed me. Yes?
Yeah.
You know what he did? He said, it's okay, God. Don't worry, I found one. Yeah? Don't worry at all, God. I found one. And this is what we do. We pray to the God. And when God says, he says, it's okay, God. It's not because of you. I found it myself. I did it myself. That's why when we will do Bhagavad Gita, we find there's a verse, chapter 15, verse 15, Sarvasya chaham hirde sannivishto. So in this verse, Lord says, I sit in your heart. And then the next, Apo, Jnanam Apohanam, Jnana, knowledge. I give you the knowledge. I give everyone the knowledge. So whenever we're able to do something good, we say, I did it, I did it, I did it. This is false prestige. Right? It's a false ego that I did it. How did you do it? Because Lord has given you something, right? It's like dad will come, dad will give you, you are the elder. We will give you 5 toffees, right? Or chocolates. And you will share with Rohan. And then you will say, I have shared with you. Yeah, you have shared, but who gave it to you? Dad. But what if you will start taking the credit? Next time, dad won't give you. Well, I give it to you. Either you don't give it to him or you take the credit. I give directly to him. Bypassed. This is what happens. So until unless we recognize what God has given to us, God will not give. This is what usually happens. So we always need to remember whatever happens, happens because of the Lord. Lord gives the permission, then only it happens. Right. Moving on from here, if you remember, so we are going to flick through some of the slides because we have done it last week. This is because of Srila Prabhupada ji who put together the Bhagavad Gita. So, a very quick quiz. How many chapters we have in Bhagavad Gita? Anyone remember? Anyone online could also say, I'm monitoring the chat. Or someone who is here could say, how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita? Anyone. If no one else will say, Arvind will say.
Yeah.
How many chapters? Give it a guess. Give it a guess. Any number. There is no wrong answer. It could be. There is only one right answer. All other answers are wrong number. But give any number. Any number. Throw a number. Under 20. I'm helping. Under 20. You can't go
20.
wrong. Okay, that's not under 20. Under 20. Another number. Yeah?
18.
18. Great. That's what it is. Lucky guess.
He said it.
No, I
He
didn't.
said
Why
it.
would I say that?
He said it, but you didn't say it. She said it. All right. So how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita? 18 chapters. So there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. Every religion has one book, which is the main book. If we call ourselves Hindu, then that book is Bhagavad Gita. So the very first thing we need to know that what Bhagavad Gita means. Bhagavad Gita, Gita is Geet, and Bhagavad is Bhagwan. So the name Bhagavad Gita means the song of the God. Bhagavad Gita. Gita is the Geet, song. Bhagwan is Bhagwan. So the song of the Bhagwan, song of the God is Bhagavad Gita. What is Bhagavad Gita, Aaron?
Song of God.
Song
Not-
of
I just want to say Song of God, not Song of the God.
Song of God. Okay, let's go for it. Song of, very precise. Very precise. You got good correction. It's not Song of the God, it's
kind of
song.
bugging me.
Song of God. No, that will do. Song of God. Right? That's what Bhagavad Gita means. When you go home, ask your parents, what does Bhagavad Gita means? And let's see what do they say. Yeah? God and song. This is what we're looking. Whether it's off or off that, you do the research and let me know next time. Okay. But how many chapters are there?
18.
18. Great. Just shout out. Yeah. Just shout out. How many chapters are there?
18.
18. So there are 18 chapters in Bhagavad Gita. And every chapter has verses, text. So altogether in 18 chapters, how many verses we have? Under 800. Give a guess.
500.
A bit more? It's a round number. You want to give a guess?
700.
700. Great. So 18 chapters and 700 verses. So 700 verses are categorized into 18 chapters, right? So we learned three things. What does Bhagavad Gita mean? Song of the God. How many chapters are there?
18.
Great. How many verses are there?
700.
Fantastic. So sometimes we call verses, sometimes we call text, or in Sanskrit we call shloka. And we will see what they are. Yeah. So three things we already learned. Great. Now moving on. Do we remember the Kuru family? Did you go home and make your own family tree? No.
I was doing my
Oh, so busy you are. Hardworking people. That's what we need in this society, hardworking people. But you got to take some time out for the Lord. You know, there was a parent, and the parent was saying, I don't have any time, I don't have any time. I'm running around. Yeah, here we go. And then what happened? The parent was about to drop the kid and go to the office, and somebody was on the phone. Hopefully, parents, you know. And, Mom, I don't have time. I need to go to office. Okay, put the phone down. We don't have time for our parents. What happened then? As soon as the person went out, person saw the water was dripping. So what happened? Opened the door and realized the pipe burst. And now you can't leave a house where it's leaking. That parent had to cancel all the appointments, had to call emergency, and the plumber came, and while it happened, couple of hours, the person was there. Now what does that say? This person didn't have time. Where she found the time from? You know the key word here? Priority. We prioritize everything. So Somebody said that the only thing we leave because those things are not in priority. So let's make the priority, and next time we all will try to bring a family tree like this. Okay, let's go home. Not now, wait for a while. When we finish, we go home and we will make family tree. It's really good to have a family tree. So in this family tree, we have a Kuru and we have a Shantanu. Then we have Saraswati. Oh, I hope we remember all these. Okay, you would have it. Okay, all right. We will come back. Okay, so very quickly, what we have already done. We have done the Shantanu. Shantanu got Ganga, and then Bhishma, if you remember. And we remember Shantanu married to. So Bhishma didn't marry to anyone. Shantanu was Satyavati. Shantanu got married to Satyavati. Satyavati's father was a fisherman. Satyavati got a son called Vyasdev. Anyone knows the importance of Vyasdev? Vyasdev, yeah,
I think he wrote.
that's one. Yes, he wrote all the scriptures, all the Vedas, Upanishads, Purans, Mahabharata, Ramayana, all the Vedic scriptures, all the Hindu scriptures are written by Vyasdev. Well, actually, Vyasdev narrated it. Vyasdev was speaking and Ganeshji was writing. Right? And if you go to Haridwar, next to Haridwar, there is that place where these two personalities, Vyasdev and yes, please.
You ever notice accent to this hard to end with the
Well done, well done. We will come back to it. Yeah, great. So very quickly, we will do this story and then we will come back to Shivani's question of yellow dots. So Vyasdev said, I'm going to speak all the Vedas, but I need somebody like an author who can write. Anybody knows this story?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want to narrate it?
No.
Okay. So Ved Vyasji said, I want to narrate it, but I want somebody to write it. I can't speak and write at the same time. Ganeshji said, I will write it, but I have a condition. And the condition is that you will not stop. When you will speak, when you are doing the narration, you have to continually saying, Ganeshji is very intelligent. He said, I will keep writing, but if you will stop, I will stop. And then I will go home. I'm hungry. You keep saying, and I will keep writing. And then Ved Vyasji said, okay, but I also have condition. Whatever I will say, you have to understood first, then write. Right? So in between, Ved Vyasji will throw some complicated verses. And then Ganeshji will stop thinking about it, understanding. That's what it means. Keep writing again. And then Ved Vyasji got the breather. Otherwise, anybody will get tired, keep speaking. So he will speak for a while, then he will just say very complicated verse. Ganeshji is thinking, he relaxed, drank some water, and then he's back again.
I have a question.
Yes, please go
How
on.
does he know that he's actually thinking about it?
yeah,
He could have just understood everything straight away.
Yes.
he checking the understand.
Yes. Well, those were the times when people trusted each other.
Skepticism.
Yeah, those were the times people trusted each other. People never lied. So if Ganeshji was waiting, that means he is trying to understand. If he understood, he will keep writing. So the faith was there.
Didn't he like really, really smart? Like didn't like lots of gods help him get like
Yes.
his powers and stuff. So like he shouldn't be able to understand everything.
Yes, but Ved Vyasji himself is a god, is part and parcel of God. So when we give the incarnation of God, Ved Vyasji is one of them. Yeah. So he's even. Yeah. Okay. Now coming back to this. So Ved Vyasji narrated, Ganeshji wrote. This is another question asked parents. You know, always challenge parents. Ask a lot of questions. Children should always keep asking questions. Well, we all should, but we at some point we stop. But we should never should. Now let's come back to Ved Vyasji and those yellow dotted lines which Shivani said. Why do we have? Now, if we remember, Chitranga, his box is not touching any other line. The line is coming from the parents, from Shantanu and Satyavati. The line is coming to him from mother, father, but he never got married to anyone. He died very young. But the other one, Vichitvir, if you remember the story from last week, Bhishma. Bhishma went and got three sisters and got married to Vichitvir. Vichitvir was very relatively.
Bhishma didn't get married to Vichitravirya.
Sorry, Bhishma got the girls to get married to Vichitravirya.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he was the one who defeated all the kings and princes and got three sisters. Ambika, Ambalika, and there is another one who is not here because she didn't marry to Vichitravirya. But these two got married to Vichitravirya. And then the story goes that Vichitravirya could not produce a baby because he was very weak. Then Satyavati, Vichitravirya's mother, asked another son of hers, who was Vyasdev, saying that, could you please help Vichitravirya? So Vyasdev was a sage. So remember the story where he was sitting in the cave and so two princes, Ambika went in and Ambika closed the eyes. And because Ambika closed the eyes and the Ved Vyas says, Tathastu. Tathastu is like, so be it. It's like, I'm giving you the blessings and then she will get a baby. But because she closed the eyes, the baby, Dhritarashtra, was blind when he was born. Right? And then similarly, Ambalika, Ambalika, the one on the right, when she went in, she was shivering. She was very afraid because he was a sage and he was peaceful, but he wasn't wearing very nice bright colors like me and Rohan. Right? He had a lot of hairs everywhere. So he was looking scared and she got scared. So because she got scared, and when he said, Tathastu, like you have a baby. Then when the baby was born, baby was always shivering, baby was always cold, baby was always weak. And that weak baby was Pandu. Very righteous, but was very weak. And then the third time, Ambika was supposed to go in. The first one who closed the eyes, she was asked to go again and said, don't close the eyes. But she was so afraid, she said, I'm not going to go. She had a maid servant, Dasi, on the right hand side. And when Dasi went in, Dasi was very happy to see the sages because Dasis always serve the sages. But the princes, they don't serve the sages. So Dasi was used to of the sages. And sages said, Tathastu. She accepted, thank you. So the baby was born called Vidura.
But the wives, Ambika, Ambalika, and Dasi.
Yeah.
She's just kind of like side.
Dasi's not a wife.
Yeah, I know she's side. She's like
Yeah.
side. And so why aren't there arrows?
Yes. So the arrow, if you see that yellow arrows coming from Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura, going back to Vyasdev. Because Vyasdev gave the blessings to have these three babies. But at the same time, if you see that yellow arrow is coming between those two arrows where the mother and father are. Vichitravirya, Ambika, parents of Dhritarashtra, but yellow arrow is going back to Vyasdev because Vyasdev gave the blessings. Right? Very interesting. A lot of different stories. But now what happens? Dhritarashtra, Pandu and Vidura. These are three princes. So Vidura's mother is servant, so he's not considered as prince. But they are brothers. Now Dhritarashtra is elder brother. And as per the rule, the elder brother is supposed to become the king. But because he was blind, he always needed someone helps. So he could not study very nice. He could not rule the kingdom. So Pandu, who was the younger one, became the king. Right? So Pandu was the king. Now Pandu was the king, but Dhritarashtra wanted to be the king because he was the eldest one. But he was incapable to be a king. So what happened now? What Pandu and Dhritarashtra, they always love each other. Pandu actually went out to the jungle. Sometimes king, they go for hunting. So Pandu said, I'm going. Pandu went with his wife. So Pandu had two wives, left Kunti, right Madhuri. Madhuri and Kunti. Pandu had two wives. Dhritarashtra had one wife called Gandhari. So when Pandu went to the jungle, Pandu went with Kunti and Madurai. In the jungle, so before Pandu went to the jungle, Pandu thought, I'm going to be there for a month in the jungle. It's like holiday when we go. Right? He was a king. He didn't have to come back. He was enjoying himself. Before he went, he made Dhritarashtra temporary king. He said, I'm going. There won't be any king. Who will do the kingly duties? Dhritarashtra, my elder brother, you become a king. And Dhritarashtra got very happy. Because since childhood he wanted to be a king. He became a king. Will you be happy if you become a king? Yeah? Imagine whatever you will say will happen. How much chocolate, ice cream, sweets I want. Nobody will say anything.
Yes, Ronnie.
So this is what happened. Pandu made Dhritarashtra the king and went away. And if I will try that, let's see. Okay. Yeah. So there's a lag, but it's there. Ooh, that's me. Let's change that. Okay, so if I put a circle here, you see what happens. So this is Dhritarashtra and this is Pandu. Right? So Pandu made Dhritarashtra the king and Pandu went in the jungle. But interesting enough, Pandu died there. Pandu said, you are temporary king. When I will come back, I will become the king again. But for now, you are king. Pandu went to the jungle. Pandu, poor guy, died there. And Pandu's two wives, Kunti and Madhuri, they had sons there. They had the children in the jungle. The Kunti had, we will talk about Karna, but Kunti had three sons, Yudhishthir, Bhishma, Arjun. Madhuri had two sons, Nakul and Sahadev. Yes,
There were two Bhishma.
there were two Bhishmas. Where did you see two Bhishmas?
One of them, you said Bhishma again, it's Bhima. The top was Bhishma.
Oh.
You said Bhishma twice.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think you should lock in.
Yeah, so this is Bhima. If I said Bhishma, very good catch. This is Bhima, that's Bhishma, one S is there. So Yudhishthir, Bhim, Arjun, Nakul and Sahadev. These are the five brothers. Because their father was called Pandu, these five were called Pandavas. Right? They were called Pandavas. So now five Pandavas and their two mothers, Kunti and Madhuri, they comes back from jungle. But Pandu dies there. Poor guy. It happens
I
in
have
life.
a question.
Yes, please.
None of them have surnames.
They all have surname which is Kuru on the top. See, yeah, what are our surnames?
People who got married in.
We ignored them.
What? Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Those who got married, they went to different families. They might have different, but because we are focusing on the Kuru family.
Fine.
So like our family, Sharma family, we just say all are Sharma.
Which was Pandu Kuru. That's his name.
That's his name, let's say that. Yeah, because they all are Kurus. So, but very good question. Thank you. Never ever thought about it. But five Pandavas and Kauravas, Dhritarashtra who got married to Gandhari, you know how many children they have? 101 children. Have you ever thought of anyone who had more than them? 101 children. And out of 101 children, there were 100 sons and one daughter. Only one daughter and 100 sons. Imagine. If you think it's hard to manage one brother, Imagine if you have 100 brothers. That's what Dhritarashtra and Gandhari had. Now, Yudhishthir, who was the eldest Pandav, he was older than Duryodhan, who was the eldest son of Dhritarashtra. So by law, Yudhishthir should become the king, next king. Yudhishthir should be the prince and should become the next king after Dhritarashtra. So obviously when Kunti, Madurai and Madhuri and these 5 Pandavas, they come back, they were little kids because they were just born, right? But once they are 18, 21, Yudhishthir should have become the prince and later on he should become the prince. He should become the king. First, because he was the eldest one of all the children, all the Kaurav, they all were Kauravs, but all the Dhritarashtra children or all the Pandavas, he was the eldest one. But if you think, because his father Pandu was the king, so he was anyway supposed to become the king. So 2 reasons he should have become. And he was actually better than Yudhishthir. Yudhishthir was better than Duryodhan. He was a very moral. When we make the leader, we see who has the leader qualities. So we will see if Rohan has the good qualities or not. If he has good qualities, then we will make him the leader. If he is not, we will say, let's find a different person who has good, better qualities. So we need to develop those qualities. Yudhishthir had those qualities, but Duryodhan didn't have those qualities. Now what happened? Okay, a lot of other names are there. We will just go to Lord Krishna and then we will move on. But we will come back to this for the stories. Okay, for now, remember one person here called Arjun. Yeah. So Arjun is one of the Pandu out of 5. Arjun got married to a girl called Subhadra. Subhadra is a sister of Lord Krishna and Lord Balram. Right? So that's the relationship between Lord Krishna and Arjun. So Lord Krishna is a cousin of Arjun, like brother-in-law. Yeah, this is the relation. So they are relative. Arjun and Lord Krishna, they are relative. Now let's see what happens. We will go. So all this story is written, if you want to read about it, how do we know about it? It's written by Ganeshji, spoken by Vyasdev in a documentary, in a what we call Kavya, and that is called Mahabharata. Have you seen Mahabharata? It's amazing. If you haven't seen it, you've got to see on YouTube. Just put Mahabharata and the kind of music it comes. When I was as little as you, we used to sit. We didn't have laptops. We didn't have internet. Imagine there wasn't any internet at that time. And in the household, only few people had TV. And we were lucky enough to have TV. Every Sunday morning, for example, 9 o'clock, Mahabharat will come as a serial. Like we watch movies, Netflix, right? Only Sunday 9 o'clock for 1 hour, Mahabharat will come. Everyone from the neighborhood will come to our household. And we will sit like this and watch Mahabharat. But now you can go on YouTube and you can watch those or just see the music how it comes up. But in that Mahabharat, all these are mentioned. That's how we know about it, right? Okay, let's move on from here. If you say, let me just clear this up. Okay, let me cancel that. If you move forward, it doesn't let me go forward. It wants me to share more stories. Okay, here we go. So now Bhagavad Gita, remember how many chapters are there in Bhagavad Gita?
18.
Great, fantastic. So see, it says chapter 1 to 6, chapter 7 to 12, and chapter 13 to 18. So 18 chapters are divided into 3. Now you guys are clever and smart enough. If we divide 18 into 3 sections, how many chapters are in each section?
6.
Well done. So first category, 6 chapters, second category, 6 chapters, and the third category, 6 chapters. That's how Bhagavad Gita is. First category will tell us about karma. Karma is action. First 6 chapters are about karma. Yes.
I know what karma is.
Oh, great. Go on.
If you do something good, you get something. Do something bad.
Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Yes,
Did you know?
indeed.
Cool. Really, where did you know? YouTube Shorts.
There are good things in there. Yeah. So yes, that's what karma is. All that karma, what you said, wherever you learned it from, it comes from Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita was the scripture where it was mentioned what karma is, and we will see in detail. Then the last chapter, last 6 chapters, they talk about Gyan. Gyan is knowledge. So if you want to know about the knowledge of what we should eat, knowledge of what we should study, knowledge of what we should watch, all that knowledge and a lot more in last 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. In between first and third section, we have section 2. Those 6 chapters, they explain about devotion, how to pray the worship of Lord, how to love Lord, right? Now, have you ever eaten cheese sandwich?
Yeah.
Yeah. In cheese sandwich, you have cheese in between. On top, you have bread, and on bottom, you have bread. All right. So think of this. There are 3 sections there: bread, cheese, bread. Yeah. There are 2 bread and 1 cheese. Yet it's called cheese sandwich, not bread sandwich. Why?
Because all sandwiches have bread.
Because all sandwiches have bread.
Well, most sandwiches.
Yes. Because what decides which sandwich it is, whether it's cheese sandwich, paneer sandwich, or cauliflower sandwich, or broccoli sandwich, potato sandwich. We are vegetarian. So whatever the filling is, so what's there in the middle is more important than the bread, right? Breads are there to support what's in between. Similarly, the first 6 chapters and the last 6 chapters are like bread, and the main thing is in the middle, devotion, right? So the karma and the jnana, the action and the knowledge, they're like the bread, and the main thing is in between, which is devotion. Yeah. So we will read more about it. Okay. So these are the prominent acharyas, teachers. You know, sometimes when you go to great universities, they have the big posters of the people who got Nobel Prizes from there. Oh, this person in that year got Nobel Prize from our university. And that says how beautiful, how great, how awesome this university is. Similarly, we got 4 teachers, and they have said a lot about Bhagavad Gita.
But yeah, these like shout outs for being a good devotee.
That's right.
Okay.
This is what it is. Exactly. So we will know more about it. Now about Bhagavad Gita. We have already discussed there are 700 verses, and those 700 verses are there in 18 chapters. 18 chapters are split into 3 sections. Now what this says, that who said those 700 verses? There are 4 people who said those 700 verses. If you notice Dhritarashtra, who is the blind guy, on the right, he only said 1. And it's easy to remember because the very first verse of Bhagavad Gita was spoken by Dhritarashtra. You will see. The very first verse was spoken by Dhritarashtra. He never spoke anything else afterwards. Then Sanjay on the left hand side, he spoke 41 verses of Bhagavad Gita. Then Arjun 84 verses. And then Lord Krishna 754 verses out of 700 verses. And if you do the percentage, 82% of the verses were spoken by Lord Krishna. So somebody can ask you say Bhagavad Gita, the song of the God, right? But God only said 82%. You say, yeah, they are majority of the verses by Lord Krishna, and all others are questions. So Arjun asked, in 12%, Arjun either expressed his feelings or he asked the questions. And those questions, you will see, sometimes it happens you're sitting in the class, you want to ask something, but somebody else will ask. You say, wow, that's good. I didn't know. I had this question in my heart, my mind, my brain. I wanted to ask it, but somebody else asked. So you just sit, you relax. Somebody else will ask the question, teacher will reply. You also got the answer without asking. Does it happen sometimes? When you will read Bhagavad Gita, this will happen a lot of time. Because when Arjun is asking questions, you will say, wow, Arjun is asking questions on my behalf. But the amazing thing is, Arjun asked these questions on our behalf 5,005 years back. 5,500 years back. Arjun asked those questions. And those questions are still valid for us. Because the fundamentals never change. For example, your grandparents, my grandparents, they learned ABC. Your parents also learned ABC. My parents also learned ABC. You are learning ABC. They are learning ABC. The future kids will come. Highly likely they will also learn ABC. Because the basic principles are the same. So in Bhagavad Gita, there are basic principles which applies to everyone. That's why you don't even have to be a Hindu to read it. And there are many other religious people who read Bhagavad Gita. They are not Hindu. For example, yoga. You don't need to be a Hindu to do yoga, correct? Anyone could do yoga. Whoever will do yoga will get the benefits.
Wait, did yoga originate?
Yes. Yeah. There is a word called Shastra. Shastra is the scripture. There is a Yoga Sutra, which is a Shastra. So proper yoga is given in that document. It's a Hindu document. But again, anyone could follow
Is
it.
it Bhagavad Gita?
It's not in Bhagavad Gita, no.
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 Interruption.
Bhagavad Gita has a chapter 6, which is on yoga. Yeah? And we will see there are different types of yoga. So Bhagavad Gita has Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Jnana Yoga, other yogas. But what people know yoga, which is that's one part of yoga. That's physical exercise. Yeah. So similarly, anyone can read Bhagavad Gita, even though this is Hindu text. Anyone can read it. It's for humankind. Right. Okay. So you know Dhritarashtra. We discussed Dhritarashtra. You know Arjun. You know Lord Krishna. Sanjay, we don't know. Yeah. So if I mention someone you don't know, ask me about the person. Because I might think you know about it. So anyone, if you don't know anything I will discuss, please yes.
Like,
No. So good try. Like,
something else.
oh, sure, go on.
Okay, so like they're having their little convo,
Yeah.
Krishna and Arjun, and then Sanjay's like, I think he's like saying stuff in between.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yes, that's right. That's right.
he's in position, see, because I think he's like a horse rider.
Horse rider.
That's very close. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
The
yeah.
horse rides the like five senses horses.
Yes, very good, very good. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good guess. So Shivani made all the guesses. Well, most of them are most of them are correct. So, because Dhritarashtra was blind, he Mahabharat happened. Mahabharat happened because who is going to become the king? Is it Duryodhan, who is the son of Dhritarashtra, or is it Yudhishthir, who is the son of Pandu? Yeah. So remember, Pandu is the younger brother. Dhritarashtra is the elder brother, but Dhritarashtra is blind, so blind king cannot become a king. When Pandu died, he made Dhritarashtra temporary king. Now Pandu's son Yudhishthir, Dhritarashtra's son Duryodhan. So who should become the king? Yudhishthir should become the king. But because Dhritarashtra is the king, he says, my son will become the king. Duryodhan. But Duryodhan is not a nice guy. Nobody wants him to be the king. But his father, who is the current king, temporary king, he wants him to be the king. So the fight happens. Yudhishthir says, and all the good ones says Yudhishthir should become the king. But Dhritarashtra, blind king, says, no, my son should become the king. The battle happened. Okay, come, let's fight. Whoever will win will take the chocolate. No, well, take the kingdom. Does it happen sometimes? Yeah.
I don't know why is that chocolate.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah.
See, for example, Shivani and Aaron, I have one chocolate.
Yeah.
I don't know who to take. I say, okay,
Fight for it.
the chocolate is in the middle. Whoever will fight, wrestle, whoever will get it. Something similar happened between Duryodhan and Yudhishthir. So now, because they are going to have a battle called Mahabharat, Maha is massive, big, great Bharat, because the name of the country was Bharat. Yes.
Which country is Bharat in now? Is it
India. Well, actually, Bharat was, the whole planet was called Bharat then.
Oh,
Yes. Whole Bharat was called, in India, as we know now, is very small country. Bharat was the whole planet. Even if you notice, like there was a time Bangladesh was in India, Pakistan was in India, Afghanistan was there. So a lot of countries we know now, but many, many, many years back, like 5,000 years back, it was only one, and that was Bharat. Right?
so is it
Now Bharat doesn't exist. It's like USSR. Now only Russia is there. Soviet Union. Right?
now?
So now only Russia is there. USSR is not there. Yeah. Similar thing, Bharat is no more, only India is left. But people call India as Bharat as well. Now remember, that Bharat was different, this Bharat is different. So for us, in current India is Bharat. Right? Now what happened, that Dhritarashtra, everybody is fighting. Everyone gone for fighting except three people. I will tell you later who are the three people who did not take part in the fight, in the battle, in the war. Everybody else did. But Dhritarashtra could not fight. How will poor guy fight? He's blind. He's just sitting there. And then Vyasdev comes. Vyasdev is Dhritarashtra's brother. Because they have the same mother. So they are brother. Yeah? So Ved Vyas comes, and Ved Vyas, Dhritarashtra is crying, and he said, everyone is gone fighting, and I'm here, I can't do anything. He's crying, and Ved Vyas is a sage. He said, if you want, I will give you the power. I will give you the eyes. You can see. And I'm sure
When
Dhritarashtra,
it's that simple, why did he do it?
that's it. I'm sure this is what Dhritarashtra must have thought.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. You could have given me the eyesight earlier. But well, Ved Vyas knew that this is the end
Of him.
of him. So he's okay, if you want to see, I can give you. But Dhritarashtra said, no, I don't want it.
Oh.
Imagine that. Yeah, why will he say that? You know why he did it? It says in Mahabharata, the reason he said it, he said, all my life I was blind. All my children, I've never seen them. I've never seen them growing, right? And now they are taking part in the battle, in the war, and they are going to die. I've never seen them grown, but now you will give me the eyes, I will see them dying. So please don't give me the eyes. It's not a good time to give me the eyes. Come back later,
It's a
maybe.
bit sketchy.
Yeah, but what he said, he had a charioteer. So Dhritarashtra had a chariot, and his charioteer was Sanjay, the
The
driver.
Connected to the.
Yes, of course, the chariot had the horses. Five senses, and we will discuss them as well. But Sanjay was the very trusted person because Dhritarashtra is blind. So he got to trust his driver because he doesn't know where my charioteer, my driver taking me. So his charioteer Sanjay was always with him. And he was even there when Ved Vyas came. So he said, could you give him the eyes,
You only have.
yes, do you give him the spiritual eyes so he can see from here what's happening in the battlefield?
So like supernatural.
Yeah, supernatural, let's say. It's like, like we have these days, we can watch YouTube live. Like people are watching YouTube live now. Right? Anyone on the planet could watch it.
Like those drones.
Those drones, let's imagine that. There were a lot of drones and they were broadcasting straight in the living room of Dhritarashtra. And Dhritarashtra could not see, he did not want to see, but he wanted to hear. And Sanjay could see everything. So like on this big telly, we can see everything. Sanjay could watch everything. And Dhritarashtra was sitting and Sanjay was... So when Sanjay spoke 41 verses, he said what's happening between Arjun and Krishna, and he told those things to Dhritarashtra. So that's also, those 41 verses are also part of Bhagavad Gita, because they were either said by Arjun or Krishna, but Sanjay said those words, said it again to Dhritarashtra. Dhritarashtra only asked one question in the beginning, and then off you go. Sanjay started what's happening. And then Sanjay is going to narrate the whole Bhagavad Gita to Dhritarashtra, what's happening between Arjun, what kind of conversation happening between Krishna and Arjun. And it's very interesting conversation. It happens with all of us. The most interesting thing is that whatever is happening with Arjun, it happens to us also. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita is very important. Next time, when something happens in life, you don't know what to do, you will think, if I would ask Krishna, if I were the Arjun, if I would ask this to Krishna, what Krishna would have suggested me? And then you open the Bhagavad Gita, you see Bhagavad Gita, then you know what to do in your life. That's why Bhagavad Gita is so important. Now, on the right, you can see chapter-wise verses. Remember, I said there are 18 chapters and there are 700 verses. So this little table gives you, and this colorful, this is called pi. Yeah, what did you spot?
I spotted number 6. It's at 6.7%.
Yes, very nice. Out of everything, this is why you got. Good job. But did you also spot those stars? On the right hand side, did you see the stars? Now check out what does that green star could be? That green star is next to 78. What is unique about 78? So what this tells you, chapter 1 has 46 verses, chapter 2 have 72 verses, and similarly, if you keep going, each chapter has those many verses next to it. So 78 verses got a green star. What's important and what's different about 78 here? Yeah?
It's the largest chapter.
Great. 78 is the highest number if you see in that column, which means chapter 18 is the longest chapter. Chapter 18 has the most verses out of 700, which is 78 verses, right? Now, after 78 verses, which is the second largest chapter? If you look for that column. Well done. And which chapter is that?
2.
Chapter 2. So the second chapter is the second. We will see. So chapter 18 is the largest and chapter 2 is there. Now, what's there about those two orange stars? What's unique about it? Anyone in the chat would like to say? Oh, yeah, we got the live person here. Yes, please.
They're the same. And
Same.
Yeah, they are the same. They are 2020, you're correct. What's great about 20? What's unique about 20? Very similar to what's unique about 78.
it's
Yes. So these two chapters, chapter 12 and chapter 15, they're the smallest chapter. So the smallest chapters in Bhagavad Gita are chapter 12 and chapter 15, and they only have 20 verses. So one chapter or two chapters, chapter 2 and chapter 18, they are 78 and 72. Chapter 12 and chapter 15, 20 verses. This is just how to remember which chapter has how many verses, right? And when we will go further, and in a minute or two, we are going to stop. Okay, chapter 1 starts here. So we did a bit of background, and now we are getting into the overview. What's there in the chapter? What's there? Do you have Bhagavad Gita at home? You don't have Bhagavad Gita? I think I gifted you once. What did you do? Did you sell it on Amazon or eBay?
Let's keep it.
Hey, is it on eBay?
It's not easy.
I think so. I think it goes on eBay. Okay, we got to find one then. Yeah,
It's right now.
there we go. It's
This
a brand. Yeah, but you can only read one at a time, yeah? Here we go. So this Bhagavad Gita is for you.
It's also on camera, so yeah.
Yeah, recorded now. Here we go. Rohan got Bhagavad Gita today. What is the date today? 16th of November 2025, Sunday. Remember the date? Feel free
At 5:55.
at 5:55. Okay. If you want to write on it, feel free to write your name on it. If you want to do that, you can do that. Read at least how many verses are there in Bhagavad Gita? 18 chapters. 700. Very good. Imagine if you will read one verse every day. How many years it will take roughly?
2.
Roughly 2 years. Yeah? So, in 2 years, you will finish Bhagavad Gita. If you read one verse, and the day you are feeling very happy, you can read 2 verses. And the day when you are feeling sad, read 3 verses. It will finish even quicker. So in 1 year, you can finish. And hopefully,
23.
23.
To be clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we will do, feel free to bring it next time if you like. And then let me know what did you read about it. Okay. But I have gifted you at least one Bhagavad Gita. You should have at home. So you also find it. If you don't, I will get you a copy as well. So don't fight over the copy. Each one of us should have our own copy of Bhagavad Gita. And this will stay. You can mark something. You have the highlighter. If you don't understand something, mark it. If you like something, mark it. Different colors. Yeah. Come back and say, what does this mean? I don't understand. Oh, this is really good. I love this thing. If you find, I will find in my Bhagavad Gita, I will show you. I've done a lot of coloring there. Because whenever you open it, you see, beautiful. The colors highlight comes to you. Yeah. Remember, the Bhagavad Gita is the knowledge. The Veda. Veda, the literal meaning of Veda is knowledge. Right? So when we read it, we implement that knowledge in our life and it improves our life. Okay. So those who are online, feel free to get a copy of Bhagavad Gita. Any ISKCON temple nearby, Bhagavad Gita as it is by Srila Prabhupada ji, you can have it. At least read 1 or 2 and verses. And from next Sunday, we will start chapter 1 and I will give you a quick demo. This is how we are going to do the first chapter. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much. Somebody has just confirmed on the chat. So Dhritarashtra inquires from Sanjay, what did they do? So this is what we are going to discuss. So read first verses. Aryan Shivani also have their Bhagavad Gita. They will also bring and we will read that verse and we will see what that verse means. Sounds good? Great. Okay, so we are going to end here and just as a summary, what did we do today? We saw, first of all, which Bhagavad Gita we are doing it. Yes.
How many verses?
Fantastic.
How many chapters?
Great. And the meaning of Bhagavad Gita? The song of the God. Yeah.
Of God.
Of God.
The God.
Yeah.
The God. The song of the God.
No, what? No.
No, song of God.
Yeah.
You find out and let me know which one is correct. Okay. But remember, song and God. At least those two are correct. Okay. And so these are the important things. Well done, Rohan. Yeah. We saw a lot of other stories as well. We will go back. There are so many stories. If you have any stories to share, any kind of story, feel free to bring it next time. Anyone who is online, feel free to bring your stories, and then we will discuss that, what we can learn from those stories. The stories are always supposed to have the moral behind it. What do we learn from this story? Okay, all right. With that, we will close now. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gurudev Maharaj ki jai, jai jai Shri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna. Radhe Radhe. Jai
Yes,
Shri Radhe.
yes.
All right, so thank you so much, everyone who is live. Hare Krishna. We are going to close the meeting now, and we will see you, if you're adult, on Saturday in the morning, 9:30 UK time, and kids session happens Sunday.